Hello, hello. Here we are, back after over a year on YouTube, I think. Did a few streams on Twitch here and there, but yeah, I'm back on YouTube for this stream at least. So, welcome everyone. Welcome to this live stream where I will be modeling the Tempest car. And for those who just joined this video, well, it's the start of the video, so yeah. There's already some of the car there, so you might be wondering. So some of you might have expected that I would be starting from scratch here, and it's not. That's not entirely the case. So yeah, I already made a start with the Tempest right here. It's going to have wheels, but they will not be part of the models. Welcome bound into the stream, by the way. But yeah, So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue with this model, and then later I'll show you the start of the model. So, or I'll show you how to do the nose quickly and how I got the rest. So what I'm now trying to do is I try to get the general shape of the car to work. If you're new to modeling, it's kind of like drawing in 3D, where you want to start out with little detail, so you want to get the general shape right first. The nose has a little bit more detail, as you can see here. And then when you get the whole shape, you want to start adding the details. So you want to, for example, smooth out this edge, like so, etc. But I'm going to do those things later. I first want to get the general shape of the car right before I do anything else. And also, I will probably have to resize some parts of the car to get the proportions right. So if you don't know what the Tempest car is, the OHR Tempest car, it's a car for my game on Roblox called Formula Roblox. Most of you on this channel will be familiar with it. The car I'll be recreating, I created a car inside Roblox before. It looks like this. So to tell you a little bit about the OHR Tempest car. This is a car that was made for an old league of mine called OHR, which stands for Open Hangout Racing. And this was created by British Womble, or the original car was created by British Womble. Goes by Trosser Jr. these days. And this was one of the 3 cars that I decided to recreate for Formula Roblox with permission from the original creators, of course. So I recreated that car. It's pretty faithful to the original, this one over here, and I'm going to recreate it again, but this time in Blender. So currently I started working on the airbox last time I worked on this. I need to add a shark fin later. You also see this car has some glowy parts here, which I'm not sure yet whether I'm going to take over the glowy parts, because if I want to have the glowy parts, I need to create a separate model for these parts specifically, and I don't know if I want to do that. So yeah, who knows? Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I won't. So you can tell this car was first made in 2017 because it has a T-wing here, which was a big thing in 2017, as was the shark fin. So it's a older car model based on 2017 cars. The front looks a bit unique though. It's a fancy car, which I like. It has an interesting side pod. Of all the cars in FR, I think this car is the most unique, together with the OHR Zephyr car. They really have more distinct shapes from the other cars, which usually have pretty generic side pods. So yeah, this is the car, and let's continue with the airbox. So what I'm going to need to do is I need to have the airbox, the rest of the rear of the car, connect to the side pod in a somewhat fluent way. So let's work on that. So this one is so the airbox is pretty from this point it's horizontal, so I'm going to try to stick to that. Not sure if I want a transition here, but let's see. So yeah, let's see how we proceed. So I know this part gets on the same x-axis as that at the back. So it's my first time streaming doing a stream with Blender, so I'm not entirely sure how to best comment on what I do. I guess I'll work on it, try to explain a few things I do along the way. And if you have any questions or want to, yeah, say anything in the chat, feel free to do so. And yeah, let's have a fun stream. Okay, so the challenge will be that I need to connect the side pod to this, and the side pod has a very nice angle going downwards, and I want to maintain that angle as much as possible. So what I'm going to do a little trick. I am going to subdivide this here, and then I've got the, okay, yeah, it's Shift V, good. I want to slide this vertex along this axis. I'll put it here because I want to know the Y and the Z coordinates of that particular part, so I can do this. And then I am going to, I want the side pod to extend to here eventually. And then I want to do the same with this part, but then again, need to get the positioning right. So I'm going to subdivide again. Wesley, are you coming to the award ceremony next Saturday? Maybe. Depends on what time it is yesterday. I haven't actually checked yet, but I do have a league race in the afternoon. So it's not a very convenient time, actually, now I think about it, but I'll try to make it if I can. Although the organization, well, we didn't talk about, I did not have any input into when the ceremony was being held, nor did I pay any attention to it, in all fairness. So, yeah, not sure. Depends on my schedule. I want to remove this here, and then I want these connected. Can you say Sue if you come to the award ceremony? I'm not going to make any promises. But who knows? Okay. How can I do this? I need the height of this, which is the z-axis. So yeah, cool. And I'm going to delete this vertex, so that means a lot of what you call faces. So the areas, the surfaces in Blender, you call them faces. So if I deleted a vertex which was connected to a lot of faces, and now a lot of faces are missing. So this looks weird for a moment, but bear with me. It's just temporary situation. I'm going to do something similar here. I'm going to remove this. I'm going to bring this one over to the right. And I want to connect these. And I want to connect these. And connect these. And let's see, where do we go from here? I think this, okay, is this a straight line? Yes, cool. I mean, is this going perpendicular to one of the axes? That makes my life a lot easier. Let's see, I thought you quit your Roblox. Not yet. Not yet. The car modeling update is the final thing I want to be doing before I go, because I really want to do this update and I still want to do it. So yeah, here I am. How's your new job going? It's going great. I'm not sure if I want to go into too much depth of my new job, but for those who don't know, I got a job as a software engineer, and yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm learning a lot of stuff over there to see how programming goes, how development goes, and the maintenance of software goes in the industry. I've already had the privilege of working on some interesting software and maintaining them. So yeah, it is fun. Thanks for asking. Okay, now I want to do this. I want to connect a few more, create more faces by connecting a few more vertices in a way that semi makes sense. So let's do this. And then I can connect, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to subdivide this here. So I have an easier time. I'm going to see what I do about this. I need to maybe look up what's the opposite of subdivide, because I don't want unnecessary amount of edges and vertices. It's a bit tricky. See, I'll revert this because I'm not sure how to handle this optimally. I guess I'll do this for now and then see how I handle this bit here later on. So so this should be going down a bit. I want this to be as straight as possible. And I'll do this, 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 connect these, connect these, connect these, connect these, and these. Okay, there we go, cool. And then I want to subdivide this twice. I want to remove this face quickly. Not to remove face, I want to only delete the face, so press delete, only faces. How many views do we have? 3 viewers, okay. That's according to Streamlabs though. In my experience, those numbers tend to be a little bit inaccurate. Who do you think is the most chat FRL member? I read the chat from time to time, but I'm a bit, can't say I know everything that's going on inside FRL. Yeah, difficult question. I should just drop the first name that pops up into my mind, not overthink it. I'll go with Tail. Cool, we got this. I'm going to slide this vertex. Then, okay, we got these parts connected nicely. So what's next? I want to do the rear. Okay, this just goes like that. I want to make this move. Can keep this airbox as it is mostly. Gonna add another vertex here. Let's go. And I actually want if you purely look at modeling, I could create this face here, but then I would be missing a connection from this vertex to this vertex. And the reason why that matters is because later I'll be creating the template so that people can create so you can create textures for the model. And when the more edges there are visible on the template, the easier the template will be in use, generally speaking. So I also want to keep the template in mind to make sure that we end up with a template that's relatively easy to use. I noticed that this vertex isn't at the correct height, so let me fix that. Okay, what's your favorite FRL track, and what are your opinions on the upcoming revamps? Um, yeah, the revamps on some of the tracks. I think Rio is one of the tracks that get a revamp again. I'm a little bit out of the loop. I think Rio definitely needs a revamp. But yeah, my favorite track, it's probably Flevo, because the Flevo track will always hold a special place for me, because it was my first track that was up to decent standards. I made the original Flevo track in 2014, kind of around the time when I first got into the road racing community. And yeah, it's got to be Flevo for me. Okay, ooh, see unnecessary faces inside here, so I'm going to get rid of those. Yeah, but some tracks definitely do need a revamp. Rio definitely does. It's the oldest track by far, because I think I made Lukov in Lukov is the second oldest track. I made it in 2018 or 2019, and Rio's from 2016. Okay, so here's an annoying thing. I think I'm just gonna delete face and I'll be good. Yeah, cool. I wanted to remove the edges as well inside the car, because they are unnecessary. Okay, let's see. So we got the rear going here. Let's have a look at it again. Actually, we see that the floor goes up at the back. We need to keep that in mind. The rear isn't exactly match. Well, it kind of is, but the thing is, I yet to. At some point, I want to do this and make the airbox more smooth. But I'll keep that for later, because details come later. What will be the next car you'll be remodeling after the Tempest? Well, I think that will be the next car I'll be modeling is not going to be for Roblox. Maybe for a new project. Not that I have a new project, but who knows? But it's not going to be for Roblox. The Tempest is the final car that I will be modeling for FR, because I've got the rest done. Yes, I think I UV mapped the rest as well. So yeah, it's just the Tempest now. And then we can focus on the liveries for the model update. There are already a few liveries work in progress. I made a few myself. They might be recreated by the new livery guys. But we'll see. So move this face, because the floor is going to be here, and I think that face is necessary. Okay, cool. What's next? I think we can move on to the front wing. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do no, let's make the floor quickly and then do the front wings. I want to make the floor so I have a reference at what position the floor is. So I'm going to duplicate this vertex since it's at the bottom. And let's see how the floor looks like on the original model, because I want this model to be somewhat faithful. I'm going to start here. Then I'll go. Let me actually use the top view. I want to start here, then go here, here, here. Actually, let me move these a bit further back. And does the floor stick out that much? No, it doesn't. So I will do this. I'll go with this. And then at the back, the floor just goes back immediately. I'm going to stick with that. And then the floor transitions into the rear. What do you think on the most chat FRL track, Pomodoro? I like it. I like it very much. Also because it's the first track for FRL that I didn't make. It's really refreshing to see. Well, Pomodoro has a somewhat similar style to the other tracks, but at the same time, it feels at the same time it feels different, of course, because I didn't make it. But yeah, what the building team, what you JTS for example, have done with the elevations, with the mid corner elevations where some corners are banked, I think that's a really nice touch and something unique. So yeah, Pomodoro is a very nice addition to the calendar. Uh, it has a different flavor, and that's really nice to see. And the scenery looks good as well. That's something that's has generally been lacking from my track, so it's very nice. Gisborne Hill. I saw a lot of people complain about the chicane. The chicane was the layout was my idea actually, uh, but yeah, the implementation of uh, Gisborne Hill was very good. The scenery, again, the scenery is improved. Gisborne Hill has been done better than I could have imagined. So I'm very pleased with the end result, even though the chicane. Uh, yeah, we could try in the future to make that chicane where the normal layout splits off into the short layout where you go uphill. It's a little bit awkward right now, maybe. Uh, could be reworked. But yeah, it's again a nice addition and nice to see a bit the addition of Gisborne Hill with the slightly different building style. It adds something nice to the FRO calendar for sure. Okay, I'm going to continue with this rear wing. Not the rear wing, the floor that goes to the rear. I want this to go up. I think I'll do like this, and then I think I should be able to smooth it out later or in a sec. So I think I will go with this. Yeah, let's do that. And if it doesn't look good, I can fix it later. Shouldn't be a problem. And then I want to connect. I'm going to make it convenient, easy for myself. I'll do this. And then do this. Actually, no, let's just duplicate this. Put it to the center. Have it like so. Ooh, I forgot a part. Cool. This really is a Q&A. Can you speak some Dutch for us? Ik bedoel, ja, maar ik heb niks bijzonders om te vermelden. En ik geloof niet dat er iemand hier is die Nederlands spreekt. En mocht je Nederlands spreken, mocht je deze stream terugkijken, dan nou, hoi. Leuk dat je kijkt. Competition in FRL. I'm not going to lie. I did not really follow the races the last season because I've been busy with my job and also looking at what I will do after I've quit Roblox, I've been into sim racing quite a lot, and I also want to spend some time exercising, going out more often. Yes, those kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm really looking forward a lot. So I haven't really followed the competition exactly. Uh, so yeah, what can I say about the competition? I noticed that the attendance is going down a bit. Yeah, I hope that can be improved going into the new season. But yeah, apart from that, we still have a strong grid. If we move back to divisions, I think that would be nice. So we have more of the best drivers together, because that's, I think, in my opinion, what we've lacked this season. And I really should also say this off to the directors what my thoughts on this are, because I think these kind of things I should say are with the directors first. Oh, zero wing champions, really? That's it. That sounds really interesting. So yeah, that sounds like we still got a very competitive grid, which is very nice. It's awesome to see it. It was awesome to see, for example, in Division One, when I was still like actively around, to see like 14 drivers within a second or something around the track, or in case of did I really just forget one of the track names? Constantina Short. In terms of which is a really long track, we have lap times in the 39s and 38s. Where you have the top 10 within like 3 or 4 tenths. It was absolutely nuts to see, and I'm happy to have helped create this this amazing field. And yeah, I'm glad to hear that's still going strong. Okay, back to this here. Now I want to make the seat, which will just be like a floor on the bottom of the cockpit. It's nothing special. I think I would do this. No, I can't do that. Sucks. Also need to get better with keybinds. In Blender could become better with it. Will you ever do another FRL race in the future? I'm not going to answer that question, maybe. Because I have my ideas. Spoiler alert. Maybe a special event, who knows? Any thoughts on the community? It's going strong. Again. What else can I add about the community? It's a little bit too much shit posting for my personal taste, but that's my personal taste. I'm not really a shit posting type of guy generally. Well, I like a good joke. It's not like I don't have humor, but I'm more selective with humor, and I don't think spamming things is funny. Spamming the same shit over and over again for forever. I'm that kind of guy, and you will have seen that in the general chat recently or from time to time. I don't like to keep put posting jokes, and memes and whatever over and over again. I don't. I consider that like imagine. I don't consider a boxing match where you keep jabbing the opponent, so light punches. You keep throwing light punches at a frequent rate. That's jabbing. I don't like doing that. I would rather come with one punch out of nowhere and hit really hard. That's my taste. So yeah, so I like cracking jokes, but I'm selective when I do them, and I want to time them right. Which owner in FRL do you think's most talented? Can't comment on that because I don't know enough. Wait, why does what? Wait, why does it do that? Why isn't the smooth function not doing the thing it's supposed to do? This camera is awkward to use. Let's see. What do we have? I want to connect these. I'm going to connect these and then these. Let's do it like so. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Cool. Nice. Cool. Let's go back to this. I want to make the front wing now. Looks like pretty complex front wing. I think I'll apply some of my creativity here and not look too much at the original model. Just make something that just looks nice. I think the nose needs to be a bit higher. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Actually, right now. So I think it's X, Y. No, it's not X. I need the Z axis, I think, if I want to rotate this. So it's R, then Z. No, it's not Z either. X. Yeah, it's X. Cool. But that's not really what I think I pressed the wrong button. Let's see. R, X. Yeah, that's more like it. And then G, Z. Trying to get into using more shortcuts. There we go. And then we do R, X, and we do G, Z, boom. If I have a vertex here, there we go. The point of the front wing should be about, yeah, let's do it here. That's too wide. Let's make the front wing too wide. How wide is this in the original model? It's about the same as the side pod. Yeah, that makes sense to me. That's fine. So let's do this. Let's move this a little bit here. Cool. That's the basis for our front wing. Actually make the front wing a bit narrower. Like so. This is good. Do you find it easy to model in Blender or in Roblox? Actually, Roblox. But the problem with Roblox is that you are more limited in Roblox in terms of modeling. You can do more in Blender. And also, from my experience, 3D models are a bit more lag efficient because the inside, if you look at the inside of these models, you see that the insides are generally hollow. Well, I can show you in Roblox Studio instead. So this is the Zephyr model that I recreated, and this is the previous version. So if I go inside, you see a lot of surfaces inside the Zephyr. It has a lot of faces inside of the model which are unnecessary, which you don't need. Like go off the front, and there's another layer here, there's another one here. It goes on and on. A lot of unnecessary layers. Well, if we look at the imported model from Blender, the inside is hollow. It's almost completely hollow, so it doesn't use any more, or it doesn't have any more surfaces than necessary, and that makes the 3 model superior to the model that I made in Roblox. And yeah, that's also the reason why I'm remodeling the cars, because one, they could look a little bit better, and two, it's to reduce lag. Let's go with this. And then I want to make the end plates. So extend this further back to about here. Now, let's see, we'll do the end. Okay, they're just square end plates. Actually going to deviate from the original model a little bit. I'm going to do this. Make them angled like the 2017 cars, the end plates for the 2017 cars were. Makes more sense. So let's have this. Create a face and then extend it outwards to here. Well, I actually forgot one thing. Need to redo this quickly. What I forgot to do was to... Let's see, what's the height of the thing? Okay, so I need to go up. Oh, not like that. Need to select this as well. Up some bit. What's the height of this? You can use that. Be a bit consistent. Okay, that's cool. I don't need this face, so that can go. And let's do this. Actually, I do need that face to a small degree. Let me think. I'll fix that in a sec. Oh, and this is not Ooh, that's also not really the idea I was going for. Okay, let's do this. And then extend these over here. And then I need to figure this out. I think what I'll do is I don't really want to move this back per se. I'm going to create a duplicate of this vertex. I'm going to select this one, move them both back. And yeah, move them. No, I don't want to move them. Delete. That's one too many deletions, but so revert. Okay, how am I going to solve this? Delete this vertex. I think the easiest thing for me is just to going to delete this edge and then Z bring these to the same height. Add another vertex, pull that a bit down, the same height as that one. And we do this. And I want to remove this edge. Yeah, cool. That will do. Yeah, that does the trick. Nice. Ooh. However, this is slightly suboptimal, I should say. So let's do that. Let's fix that real quick. Go, go, go. Nice. For how long have you been using Blender? On and off, I think 2 or 3 years. I think instead I should say that I've almost exclusively used Blender to create cars, and I think I've created like 9 or 10 car models at this point. I think 9, including the ones that I created for FRL. I'm learning. I'm still learning. I don't think I'll be like a proper modeler ever, doing it just for this. But it's nice to know. It's nice to play around with. Next question. Who do you think is going to win this year's MotoGP championship? Bagnaia really dominated last year. I think Bagnaia is going to win again, but I hope because I expect Ducati to still be the quickest by some margin. They're going to be in MotoGP what Red Bull are right now in F1. But I hope that Bastianini can put up a good fight as Bagnaia's new teammate. Would be very nice to see. Would be very interesting to see. Yeah, and Paul, yeah, F1. Do we really have to discuss this, guys? Easy for Verstappen win. We all know that Verstappen is going to dominate this whole season and break the all-time record for wins in the season again. I think that's going to happen, even though it's a shame. Coming from a Verstappen fan, I'm already bored by Verstappen winning. It's going to be pretty big front wing, isn't it? Maybe I'll change the size later. I want to do the 3 separate wings here. I'm trying to think how I can do that in the most efficient, most practical manner. I'll do this. I'll start like this. And then I need to do, let's back off quickly. Something like this. That's about, yeah, this should be good. Bit less angle. Well, the top one needs to have a little bit more angle. And then this. Cool. Yeah, nice. That will do. This wing right now is actually, I'm not really happy with the shape of the wing because I'm going to delete this quickly. It's, how do I explain it? It should be indented. It should be, the wing is slightly going like this, and I need it to be going more like this. This should be better. Cool. Yeah, that's better. A little bit. Shipple sucks. I can tell you that. Actually, yeah. There's always like something going wrong at Schiphol. So yeah, if you go to the Netherlands, avoid Schiphol if you can. I've never flown before, but I'm just saying. Ah, messed this up. Cool. No. Duplicate. Shifty. No. Go back. No. It's not letting me do what I wanted to do. Move along the y-axis. Thank you. Whichever FRL car looks the best. Season 6. Which country do I want to visit? United States or New Zealand? I'd just like to visit England again. Been there once for a week. Love to go again. If only the ticket prices for the GP were ridiculously expensive. That would be nice. Okay, so front wing kind of puzzling. The front wing is always for me the most difficult part to get right. Now I need to add these things. Not sure what to call them. I need to add the smaller wings. Now. Okay, this looks fine mostly. Yeah, cool. Okay, let's do it. I'm going to start with a vertex that's on the same height as that vertex over there, for starters. Let's see how far it goes. About halfway. Cool. I'll go about here. And I'm going to duplicate these because I don't want to create new. No, I don't need to duplicate these. What I need to do is I need to do this. And they are not going in a straight line. Need to do this. By selecting these red things, or these small surfaces on the UI with the mover, I'm ensuring that the vertexes I'm moving, or the parts that I'm moving, are going along two axes. Axes. I don't know how to say it. So, for example, I want these two vertices to maintain their position along the x-axis. So I'm moving them like so. Okay, I'm going to make them a little bit lower again. Want the angle to be roughly right with this thing here. Then I need two wings. Let's move this a little bit further back and this a little bit further to the front. Okay, we do this. We create the wings now. And I want these two vertices to have the same X position as that one. So I copy and paste that position and apply it here. Very nice. Let's go here. I think we're almost done with the front wing now. Going to add this, give them depth. I could make the rings more realistic looking by doing this, but then in a different manner, kind of. But it's for Roblox, so I'm not too concerned. Ooh, this is clipping. I don't want that. So I'm going to select these and I'm going to move them up a bit. There we go. Great. Cool. We got our front wing mostly. Yeah, we got our front wing. Let's see if I'm happy with how far the wings are extending. I think I want them to extend just a little bit further. So I'm going to select this and this, not select these, and then move them slightly here. That should look fine. Cool. Yes, I like this. Ascent or Zandvoort? Zandvoort for F1, Ascent for anything else. No. More specifically, Ascent for MotoGP, Zandvoort for car racing. And Assen has better infrastructure. It's easier to get to Assen. Okay, now I'm going to connect the front wing to the nose. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add those vertices don't seem to be at the same height. Let's do that. There we go. I'm going to subdivide these and I'm going to take this X position and apply to this one. So we've now connected these. And then I want to also connect these two. Carson, I don't know if you can talk about the Season 7 car yet. I should actually take away this edge. What I'm going to do is I'm going to subdivide this, move this edge a little bit to here, connect this. Do something similar with, actually I'm going to do this. Although I need to make sure I do this. Sure they follow the x-axis. Something went wrong. Something isn't right. Let me try to fix that. Okay, I need to move them along the y-axis. Yes. That's no, not quite. Let's see how can I make this work without making it too difficult for myself. I guess this works okay-ish. Yeah, let's do this. Sure. This is fine. This is absolutely fine. Move these inside. Ah, why didn't it keep the face on this side? That sucks. Let's fix that. Okay, cool. We got our wing connected to the nose. Even though the distance between the nose and the front wing is smaller in our new model, not that much. It's just that this nose is tipping more. Okay, cool. Let's work on the rear wing now. And while I'm doing that, let's put on some music. Let's see. I'm going to pick this non-copyright playlist. That should do the trick. If it's audible to you guys, I'll play around with the volume. You guys let me know whether you can hear the music, whether the balance between the sound of the music and my voice is good. Uh-oh. That doesn't work as intended. Oh boy. Let's go back. Definitely need to remove this edge. Let's see what else is terribly wrong right now. Reverts again. Let me choose. Let's just do this and delete this. How am I going to fix this? Delete. I didn't need to delete this. I need to get rid of this. I need to get rid of this. I need to get rid of this. This. There's a duplicate edge going on here. Ooh, there's a loose vertex. Let's get rid of that as well. Let's get rid of this. And we got the same problems here, but what I'm going to do with these faces here is just throw them in the bin, because I don't need them at all. Goodbye. Connect these faces. There we go. Now it is time for the rear wing. I need to add more details here, but I'll do that later. So rear wing actually has this going on. Interesting. I think I'll just stick with I'll just create a 2017 rear wing. I have the mirror modifier right here. Where's the rear wing placed compared to the end of the airbox part? I think I need to pull this back. There we go. take these two, extend them to here. Move this. Need to figure this out later. I need this to be at the same height as this. Ooh, I actually do need these 3 vertices. It's a bit hard for me to explain what I'm exactly doing, because I know in my head what I'm doing, but it's hard to translate that to words. So I hope you can follow what I'm doing. I'm trying to determine the height of the rear wing now. It needs to be relatively low. Also, I forgot to do the thing with the rear wing where it extends. Where it does this. Actually, let me play this smart. Let's be smart with this. Because I need to split. I need to create this effect, but I also need to maintain this angle backwards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Y position. I'm going to use this Y position. I'm going to make the wing a straight line for now. Then I go into this view. Create this effect. It's way too the wing is way too high, so let's lower it. This should be good. Then I'm going to do this. And I will rotate. Yeah, I can move off these, but that's not really the right way to go. What's the best way to do this? X-axis. Let's do this angle. Don't worry, it will make sense in a sec. Then take this Z position. No, this doesn't work. Sorry. No, I tried to do something clever, but didn't work out. Let's do this instead. This should be just about fine. Yeah, it needs a bit more angle. This, and this. Yeah, this is fine. Then smooth these. Cool. And lower this. Is the height of the rear wing right? Yes, I think it is. Needs to be slightly less wide, I think, but we'll look into that later. Now I want to fix this. And why it doesn't let me keep the faces that already existed, I have no idea, but This will make sense in a second. So these faces need to end up here on the inside, but I need them to match up with this here. So bear with me. I feel with this I'm doing things not optimally. There's probably a way to do this better, but I'm not familiar with it. With that superior method, if it exists. Move these two faces for now. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some trickery. Going to get Notepad of all things. Actually, I need a calculator. There we go. Use the edge and hold F. Okay, what does that do? Let's try that. Edge. So you... Oh, edge, that's a vertex. And you hold F. Yeah, to create faces. Oh, wait. Don't think I'm understanding. Let's try this. Let's try that quickly. Let's learn something. So you hold the edges and you press... Oh. Wait. That's almost it. Your face. Oh wait, that's a cool trick. I'll play. Thank you, Enzo. I'll play around with that later. See how to use it because I don't have full control over what I'm doing with that. That makes sense. Lose the edge like number 2. Yeah, let's try that one more time. Ah, yeah, that's thanks. Ooh. Yeah, cool, nice. Okay, then I need to get this X position. That's invalid input because my calculator uses commas instead of dots for decimal. So let's just manually enter it. Because in the Netherlands we use commas instead of dots to specify decimals, and that's annoying when working with doing stuff like this. Can get in the way sometimes. 5313. Okay, take this number. Need to keep that number in mind. So let me put that on my other monitor. Then I'm going to do G, X, and then enter 0.21549. And something tells me that that number is not correct. I did something wrong. Clearly I did something wrong. Okay, what did I do wrong? I think not sure what I did wrong. Just move okay, let's try that one more time. So GX. Yeah, the minus didn't do it. The thing is it's moving the faces by way too much, even though I calculate the difference between the X position of one face and the other face. Okay, so escape. Let's try that one more time. Wait. I need the difference between. Let's do the vertices to be sure. I mean, that's 0.2. That's a difference of 0.2, roughly speaking. If I do this and I do gx minus 0.2, then I should roughly be at that point, right? No. That doesn't make sense. How do I solve this? What's the easiest way to solve this problem? I think the easiest way to proceed is by just deleting these here. Goodbye. I'll move. Let's see, select that. What's the shortcut for that? Alt-C. Okay, cool. I'm going to move these here. And I am going to connect this. Yes, let's do that. No, let's do this. Move these outwards a little bit. Yeah, that will be alright. And I need to figure out this connection. I'll create another vertex for that. So it's going to match up perfectly, but it's what it is. Yeah, I've made it very difficult. I've put myself in a very difficult position here. Okay, let's just connect these. No. Why is it skipping that vertex? Okay, it doesn't want to do that. That sucks. That sucks. We'll get there. We will fix it one way or another. Cool, that works. Except that I'm missing edges here. So let's undo, add 2 edges here for starters. Gonna use the trick here? No, can't. Okay. Separate and then combine with Ctrl J. I could have also done that. Okay, let's combine this. Let's create a face from these vertices. The floor isn't the most important part to get right anyway, because it's not going to have any advanced textures. And then I need to duplicate these, I'm going to bring them to about the same height as these. I'll just combine these and then we'll be good to go. Yeah, and so I'll check out your pictures after the stream. You sound like you have a decent amount of Blender experience, so yeah, I'm curious to see what you have. Okay, that's the floor. That should be fine. Then the rear wing. I actually think that this bit takes up too much space because now I made it again. I made it difficult for myself. And you'll see in a second why. Zero, zero, zero. Put these in the center. Then I'm going to do this. That's our first part of the wing. It's already pretty large, I should say. And then do the second part, make the separate part of it. Let's do this. Like so. Yeah, this is fine. Cool. Looks pretty cool, right? That's the rear wing now. Then we need the rear light. Is there any other details at the back I should keep in mind? Yes, there's this wing here, and those are these. I forgot what they are called at the bottom. That's too large. These are too low, so let me move them up a notch. Move these a little bit to the inside. I need the Y positions to match up, so let's do this. Cool. Yes, I am remastering it. I'm remastering the original livery, more or less. Kind of trying to find, well, mostly recreating it in Blender, but also trying to add a bit more detail and have a few small differences. Because the original card, the Tempest, was also based on another model. I would like to be a bit faithful to the original model, so yeah, it's about striking the right balance, I guess, between adding new stuff and being faithful to the original model. That's not the one I'm looking for. I'm looking for that one. Cool. This one. There's a loose. Wait, did I removed the edges. I need to remove the face. There we go. The light is slightly on the small size, so I'm going to select these. Going to move these a bit there. I'm going to select these and move them a bit further up. Cool, nice. Then those winglets inside. I'm actually going to put them on a slight angle to make the car a bit more dynamic looking. Then I need these X positions. And I need these. Okay, cool, nice. I think the rear wing is a little bit too far back from the airbox. It looks... Did the original also look like that? I guess a little bit. There's also... To be fair, we're also missing the shark fin. So maybe that will make the car look a bit better. But first, I think I'll smooth... Trying to think what's ideal. I think I'll smooth this first. Actually, it doesn't really matter what I do. I'll do shade smooth when I'm almost done with the model. Because now I want to see... I want to have a better visual on the edges and stuff. But yeah, we'll get to that. I think I'll end the stream when I've done the shade smoothing and when I've exported the car to Roblox. I'll show you guys that. I was hoping to get UV mapping done in this, or do some of the UV mapping in the stream, but I think that's going to take a little bit too long right now. So let's continue with the shark fin. And I'm going to use a little bit of my imagination here. I'm going to... This, and I want those two Y positions to match up. Ooh, wrong. That's the wrong vertex. Need this one. Okay, can I smooth this now, or do I need a separate service? I once googled a way to use Ctrl B here. I can't see, doesn't seem to let me do that right now. I thought there was a way to do... What I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to do this. I remember googling it. There is a way. Otherwise I can first do this and then do the smoothing. Yeah, I can do that. I can always do that. There we go. Can I do something about... Yeah, definitely need to do something here. Awesome, then there's this awkward. Yeah, that's nice. That's better. Cool. Then time to do the airbox. About this will work. Then I need to sort these out. Let's just try something without... Ooh, the inside doesn't look good. This seems to work out all right. I can do this one separately. It's another edge. There might be a few rogue faces or edges now. There definitely are. What I do is I have to UV map everything anyway. So if there are any faces that are unnecessary, I just go ahead and UV map everything. And then after I've UV mapped everything that I want to UV map, which is all the visible parts, then I see what's left. And then remove those anyway. I think the side pod is a bit small. So I want it to extend a little bit further back, first of all. Like so. I want to move this a little bit further back as well. Cool. Trying to think what I want to do with this. Do I want to make a... Like how does... What's this like? Nah, not at all. That's not a good idea. Don't forget about that. I think I'll do this. No, that's not really what I intended. Okay, I can't do that. Because this isn't connected to... Okay, what you can do is select all of the vertices by pressing A. Yeah. So A and then press M. Merge by distance. What did that do? That did something. Merge by... Not sure what that did. Did that remove some of the edges? I don't see anything yet. It did something. Not sure what it did. Oh wait, I guess what I know what it does. So I know when you apply the mirror modifier, it merges all vertices that are close together. Ah, yeah, that's what it does. It's cool. Yeah, got it. Yes, thank you. Ooh, why did it do that? That's not what I wanted. Think if I know. See if we can fix this. This has become one big face, which I don't want. So if I do this, it should look alright again. Mostly. Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah. Cool. The car is a bit long now, but I can of course easily fix that by this. I'll worry about the proportions later. I can also select like a part of the model and do something like this. So I should be able to figure that out. I won't bother you guys with that. Okay, we got our. We need an air intake. This is going to be the most interesting air intake I've made so far because it has a really tight. Why does it do that? Why does it do that? Thanks, I hate it. Maybe because of this edge? No. edge. Clipping, what does that do? Oh, you are the only viewer? Ah, shit. Alright. So, what is clipping? Don't want... Wait. Like, is there a way to prevent this from being affected? On the mirror. What does that do? Ah, okay, that ensures. There's that. Cool. Gonna try and apply this. Yeah, that's better. Cool. Want to make that smooth? I think I'll keep this hard edge. The original car, well, a lot of other models I've made doesn't have that hard edge either. I want to keep the sharp edges on purpose to fit the Formula Rogue style better. Select all, try to move it by the x-axis. Oh, that's cool. Oh, nice. I like that. Thanks. Okay, time to make the air intake. So I press I. And I want this to be further here. Actually, can I... I'll just look in the original car. Ah, it doesn't go that far. I'll make it go a bit further though. I'll do this. And then select this here. Move this a little bit to the inside. Perfect. Press E, want it to go that way. Nice. And then I want to move this down just by a bit. Guess I want to move this down as well. Or rather move this up. Let me make sure I select the right edges for that. Yeah, move these. Oh. And move these a bit up again. Oh, what did I just select? In terms of... I did something funny with the camera. I did something on accident with the camera. Not sure what I did. Uh-oh. What did I do with the camera? This is trippy. Oh, I took away the depth. I think I did something like that. Yes, there we go. Cool. That will do. You ask whether DRS is going to get added. Yeah, alright, cool. Yeah, it's not going to be added. Okay, I think we got our basis of the car. And I'm going to show you, I'm about to show you something. Something that really got me stuck the first time I made the car model. Actually, I forgot this airbox. And I need to add a T-wing, but I'll do that later. I'm going to export the car shortly, add it to Roblox, and then I'll show you a rookie mistake I made. Nice. Awesome. And then we apply the smooth. Shade smooth. And then we need to limit that smooth effect. So it is generally pretty nice threshold. Let's see. Then there's this isn't smoothing for some reason, but I'll worry about that after this stream. And if I see that there are other parts that are not smooth enough, I can do this to fix that. So yeah, there are ways to for me to work around some of the issues. Those are more like small detail stuff. I'll worry about. Okay, I'm not entirely happy with the proportions of the car, but I will fix that. Okay, so here's our car. I'm going to export it. I'm first going to save the changes I made. I'm going to export as FBX. There we go. Now let's do some exciting things. Let's take this car model. And remember that I'm yet to do a certain thing, that I forgot something to do something. And now I'll show you what the effect is of forgetting that, and then I'll explain how to fix it. No. No. Okay, so first of all, this thing is super large when I insert it, but that's normal. There's no way for me to fix that. Secondly, once I have resized the car to a good size, you will see that some of the faces are inside out. They don't appear when I am looking from the outside, but they do appear when I'm looking from the inside. That's because I didn't do face orientation. That's something I didn't know at first, and when I saw this, I got really confused. And after some thorough Googling, I finally found out that it was the face orientation that I was missing, but yeah, I got stuck at this point for some time. And let's fix that now. So what I do is I select, I go into edit mode, and I go here and select face orientation. I think there's a way to recalculate the normals quickly. There we go. I just did it. And look at that. Then I check the car to make sure that there are no loose ends. I don't want to see any red bits. Blue means that it's facing the correct way. Red means that the faces are facing the wrong way. Okay, cool. We got that out of the way. Then we can export again. We head back into Studio. We copy this size. I want to keep the car size. Let's insert it. Want to resize match. Don't want to change its location. Insert it. Resize it. And there we go. We got our car. Let me quickly take the time to... First of all, this thing is really long. It's a long boy. Let me bring that down. Okay, let's place these side by side. Let's see what the differences are between the cars. Except the wheelbase are shorter, that's one thing. Match up the front wings. Winging fine. So the side pods are smaller on the new model and narrower and lower. The whole car is lower actually. So I'm going to make the car higher. It's also lower because it's closer to the ground than the original model. I don't think I want to make it as high as the original Tempest actually. I like it being a bit lower. But I need to raise the side pods and the nose. And aside from that, maybe lower the front wing by just a little bit. And make the rear wing a little bit smaller. And yeah, I'll just have to make these changes, see how they look. And from this point, it's going to be trial and error until I got something that I'm happy with. So there you have it. There is the Tempest. So there we go, guys. Thank you for watching. Shout out to Enzo29 Ferrari for giving me some tips with Blender. Appreciate it. Learned a few new things today. And yeah, thank you for watching. I will finish this Tempest on my own. And when this model is done, you will see the end results in the Formula Rogues Discord. So stay tuned. And wish everyone a very lovely and nice day. Enjoy the Formula 1 weekend. And I'll see you later. Goodbye.